Hi, it's Tim and Amy, and we are back from Go With Less. Yesterday,
I got a haircut today.
he did get a haircut. Yesterday, we posted a YouTube video, and a few hours later, I had a little bit of a freak out would be a little too much, but I had a little bit of like minor panic. I said that how much I dreaded in my old life, my old working life, how much I dreaded on Sunday, that like pit of I have to go back and get the whole train going again on Monday morning and bust a move at work every Monday and at school my entire life. This is not just at a specific job. This is throughout my whole career, throughout school and college and everything. Of like, okay, weekends were like what weekends are. So weekends are a time to chill out and relax, and that's really lovely. And then Mondays are Mondays for a thing. So I kind of put it out there that I had that all that dread on Sunday, and a couple hours later, I had a like I put that out into the world. If I ever need a job again, I put that like that ruins my opportunity, or that changes my opportunity to find employment if anyone sees this. And so I talked with Tim about that. I've been out of the workforce for in 3 weeks, 2 weeks. It'll be 3 years. I truly never plan to go back into the workforce again, and we've set up our life to make that work. But I definitely had like a bit of a panic. So we wanted to talk about fear today.
Yep, and so I guess also I think a lot of our savings were sort of driven by fear as well. And so, and this is, so fear comes with a good side and a bad side. And so the bad side, I think, is the stress that comes with the fear. But the upside is, I think, fear drove some of our savings. So from the time I got out of college, for whatever reason, I was fearful that I was going to be homeless.
For no reason. Actually,
no reason.
for no reason.
And so, and when my third job, my first really professional job in the networking world, I worked for a company, and this company sold the division that I worked for, and we were subsequently traded to another company, which was a little odd. But basically, everybody that was there, I thought I could be at this place forever, and everybody in the workforce was given to another company. We weren't sure what our future was going to look like, but that happened to me. And then the next company that I worked for, I was there for almost 10 years. The company filed bankruptcy. It was a $12 billion company, went into bankruptcy. I was one of the last 10% that remained in the company through this process of selling off the company's assets. So I stuck around through that. That was terrifying. I thought at any moment, as we were losing 90% of our workforce, I was fearful every day that I was going to be one of the ones that was going to lose my job. And then my last job, I think I brought that fear with me. Certainly, it was a sales job, so there's always pressure that comes from having those sorts of jobs. Just you need to perform, or you won't have a
You're
job.
only as good as your last sale.
And also regularly with sales organizations, people are let go on a regular basis for performance reasons, etc. So I got to experience that. So again, just lots of fear that exists in our lives. And even as we've left our work and we have high confidence in the plan that we put together.
And we've been doing the plan for almost 3 years, and it works even better than we had planned.
It's performing better than we expected. Our money's performing better than we expected.
Our spending is less than we expected.
Our spending is less than we expected. So all the things are lining up, but there's still fear that just I think that drives us to continue.
I think it's appropriate that there's a siren outside as we're talking about fear.
That's exactly
That's
right.
not coming for us.
Yeah. And so I guess what we're somewhat talking about is that there's the upside of fear. So Amy and I have had this discussion.
I think it made us perform better at our jobs.
Yeah.
And again, what Tim said, it made us earn more money. It made us save more money, but certainly leaving our jobs. We left our jobs 3 years ago in 2015 at the height of, as a couple, we had never made more money as a couple in our entire lives together, and we left. So that's certainly not fearful, but we're both worrying kind of people about that sort of thing. And it's not like we're consumed with worry on the couch, like just in like a state of worry at all times, but it does creep in. And I just wanted to acknowledge that yesterday because it crept in and I was considering taking it down. Tim said, you're never going back to, like, that's not a plan. We will do other things before we go back into the workforce. Hopefully we don't have to, but we're kind of like a hope for the best, plan for the worst. I guess the whole motto behind insurance. So that's where we're already coming from. So that post spoke to it. So we wanted to speak to fear. What gets you nervous when you think about your money? I mean, do you have fear in your life? And let's talk about that. So we welcome any kinds of questions, and some of the so we welcome your questions is all I'm trying to say.
We're pretty much an open book. We would love to hear comments about. Ask us questions about our fear and sort of where we are. We'd love for you to share also your thoughts about early retirement or retirement in general. Just are you fearful that once you get here that you can stay here? Is that something that drives your thinking about retirement?
Yeah. So hopefully that improves over time and with more success in our life.
Oh, show them your hashtag, Amy.
Oh, do I have to do that? Oh, we're still rebranding retirement. So
That's
my hashtag.
That's right.
If you didn't see it yesterday, that's a hashtag. Our hashtag is rebranding retirement. And so retirement isn't we're sitting here worried. That's not. Rebranding retirement is about just a quickie for breakfast and lunch this morning. Killer food. So for breakfast this morning, I made an over easy egg. Tim already ate earlier. I made an over easy egg, and in one of the videos that I talked about the other day in Temecula about a week ago, I showed all the different spices that I bought. So I had a bacon smoked chipotle sea salt. Well, I sprinkled that on an egg and made an over easy egg with a piece of toast. That was the most heavenly breakfast. That's a Monday breakfast. Who's making that kind of thing before work? I wasn't an early riser, so that was a Monday morning breakfast. I was like, this is like the most delicious breakfast I could ever imagine having. It's a Monday. Mondays are the best. So happy Monday to you.
Yep. Thanks a bunch for joining us.
Subscribe down below. Subscribe down below. And you can always visit us at our website at www.gowithless.com. Thank you so much. P.S. The rebranding retirement, do it on Instagram. We Go With Less is our site. But please use the hashtag for your own retirement dreams. Thanks.
Happy Monday.